Hey Lucy. Hi Gabe. So I was just wondering if you knew any information about women's equality in the United States. You see, I'm filming a documentary regarding this topic and I don't have that much knowledge about it. Sure, of course I can help you out. There's so many things about gender equality that I know. Great. So my topic revolves around this question. What are some factors that contribute to the current inequality for women in the United States? Oh, okay. Of course. I can help you with that. I just want to start off by saying how gender inequality in the United States has greatly improved, although advancements towards equality have been mostly made in the early 1900s, like the women's movement. However, gender inequality in the United States still continues to this day in many forms, including the disparity of women's political representation and participation, the gender pay gap, and way more. Oh, okay. To make it easier, let me just break it down into two for you. So, like I said earlier, the gender inequality in the US still continues considering women's political representation and participation and the gender pay gap. I'll start off with the current political representation. Oh, yeah, I have some information about that. I heard that in January 2017, only 18.3% of government ministers were women, which I find so crazy. The global proportion of women elected to local government is currently unknown, which constitutes a major knowledge gap. My history teacher last year told me how women in politics took the center stage in the 2008 election. And when Hillary Clinton was the 25th woman to run for US president, she was actually the first female candidate to have a significant chance of winning the nomination of a major party and the general election. Yeah, there's a lot of opinions on Hillary Clinton's election, but you know what's kind of messed up? People said that because Clinton was a woman, she had a sexual power that made her too intimidating to win the national election. I mean, why would they even say that? Saying these things could, one, bring a lower self esteem on women overall, especially Clinton. This all ties back to women's stereotypes, and I find that topic so disencouraging. This actually started making people wonder if the same fixation on a candidate's body and style would happen to a male candidate. Oh, and not to mention, data from the 2006 American National Election Studies pilot confirmed that both male and female voters, regardless of their political persuasions, expected men to perform better as politicians than women. Whoa, Lucy. I think we should move on because you're getting kind of heated. Okay, fine. Wait, so what was your second topic? Oh, yeah. Wait, so what is the gender pay gap? It's basically the difference between the amounts of money paid to women and men, often for doing the same work. Sadly, studies prove that women are paid generally less than the men. Studies from the International Labor Organization state that since 2010, women in the US only earn 81% of what their male counterparts did. While the gender pay gap issue has been decreasing since the Equal Pay Act in 1963, the convergence still managed to slow down in the 1990s. Wait, why? Many studies argue that the discrimination accounts for the majority of the pay gap. When adjusting to industries that are commonly chosen, the pay gap returns to 5%, which has been attributed to less aggressive paying and negotiating for women. Oh, okay, I think I understand. Yay! Sorry if I'm bad at explaining. Do you have any other questions? Yeah, so I was wondering, what are some occupations that reflect the gender pay gap? Well, most occupations for sure, but I have a model provided by the US Bureau of Labor. So in this model, it shows how the pay of women generally takes up 83% of a man's normal pay. And the 100 on the bottom right corner represents the normal pay of that man's job. And as you can see, there's a huge difference of pay, showing how the amount of gender inequality still persists. The blue lines on the graph represents the women's earnings compared to the percentage of men's. And as you can see, it's not all equal to 100, and women still get paid less. It's not really a good thing, but it's still continuing. Do you have any other questions? No, thank you for helping me with my documentary, though. Yeah, no problem. Bye, Gabe. Bye, Lucy.